Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Swordflight. Alright, so we gotta find those, Tyrans who went running into the sewers after some wererats. We can either help them or kill them. I intend to help them. I don't benefit much by helping Shar, and I don't like her anyway. Communicate, wererats, treasure, nothing more. I'm gonna make friends of all the rats, though. Probably only openable from the other side. There were Tyrans here. Lever's presumably supposed to open the door, but it does not appear to be functioning. From the corpses strewn about, a battle against the wererats was fought here. Signs indicate the victors proceeded down the corridor before you, which is now blocked off. How is the door closed behind them? As you're wondering about this, your sound is of a door opening back on the route you've already traveled. This one's kind of tough. Not tough enough. Knew it. Let's finish off this one so I can focus all my attention on him before he freaking kills me. Ow! Oh no. Come on. Kill it? Okay. I'm rolling just miserably. Alright, so it seems pretty clear the wererats closed off the Tyrans from the other side because they had a way around. Guess I should expect to trip over traps every couple seconds. Wererats are fond of those things. We've killed a lot of wererats so far. I figure I'll just kill them in every section of the sewers that I could possibly come across. I always crit on these guys the moment that I don't need it. It can be kind of frustrating. There's probably another assassin in here, isn't there? Usually these things travel in groups of 3. Now, wererat warriors are vicious or ferocious ones or anything like that. So hopefully, not a wererat assassin. Just a sneaky one. Looks like they sent through some of their better troops to try to kill me in the starting area. Should have left some of their better ones behind to guard the camp. There should be one more up there. They like their secret tunnels. Yeah, more bombardier beetles. Great. Would have much rather had that on the big one. Could have prevented that 8 damage that now I'm going to have to heal. And that 9. And that Sash of Shimmering is nice. Those resistance spells left and right. To the Temple of Old Night. Oh boy, I don't like them. I hate that target concealed 50% thing. It's one of the most annoying functions in all of 3rd edition. All of any D&D ever, honestly. Absolutely hate it. Now with regular shadows, it's not nearly as big a deal as it could be, given that they have so few hit points and don't really deal damage. Like, if you deal with them in addition to some other stuff, they can be pretty bad. But alone, they're generally not too bad, although if they drain your strength too low and continue to drain you, they can kill you pretty fast. But something like a Shadow Fiend that's got a lot of hit points and still has that 50% concealed bonus, or high-level Wraiths and Spectres, those are annoying. Blackguard of Shar. Trespass on the ground sacred to the Mistress of Night. Who are you? What's your business here? Wanted to hear from the sewers. What is this place? It's a route leading from one of our shrines on the surface to the old Temple of Old Night, or to the Temple of Old Night, perhaps the oldest, certainly the greatest temple ever constructed to honor Shar. It resides in sublime darkness, deep beneath the surface of Kalimport. Their followers gather power, so in due time the darkness will spread and engulf all. Since it seems you have no proper business, you should flee the darkness while you can, though it be only a temporary reprieve. Now, nothing of this, look elsewhere. You're not welcomed here. Yeah, I don't have any reason to attack them. Besides, I doubt I could get in anyway. I've never been inside that place. I do have some evil divine characters, but they haven't gotten this far. Haven't gotten very far at all. Hard to run a lot of characters at once. Well, then, logically speaking, and looking at the setup of the sewers, yeah, this should lead directly into the Temple of Shar. To one of these secure rooms. Alright, well, kind of pointless to me, but mystery solved. Let's keep moving. This means either the Tyrans have been completely shredded limb from limb and there's no part of them left, or they're in this one final path. Sounds of battle coming from the south. Oh boy. Well, at least they all have some magical weapons and can harm these things. I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, I should stop buying these potions. They don't do enough. Start pumping money of the other one. Yep, can't open the door from this side. Weird that you can't open it from the other one either. Did I just hear one of them get diseased? What was that? Him, yeah. The dire rat must have done it. It was quite a battle. Fortunate you were able to draw some of the wererats. Didn't expect to find them present in such strength, or to find a line of retreat cut off. Ah, you can thank Adoras, he sent me. So it's his wisdom we have to thank for your aid, not luck. You can report to Adoras. The section of the sewer seems to be cleared. Given the level of opposition, we need to rest and regroup before venturing further. We'll return to the temple. Alright, well, I'm going to continue further. Not much of this section left. Although given the number of wererats we've killed, relative to how many I've encountered in other areas, there probably aren't many more. But the wererat does not attack like most of the others. What are you doing here? No half-orc is safe within the sewers. You should leave. Yeah, the warning's laid. That's good. You can call me Querzat, not Wererat. The label is one I would prefer not to hear. I want nothing to do with the other wererats and the crazy war they've launched. I only seek a cure for my lycanthropic condition. Now, what is this war? Being an outcast, I don't know too much. They're all insane. They're proud of their disease, if you can believe that. Think it's a good thing, makes them powerful, and that normal people who don't properly appreciate how wonderful it is to have a disgusting illness should pay the price. They hope to take over the city. Of course, all they're actually going to do is get themselves killed and a lot of other people killed. Something must have happened to make them become organized and aggressive. I don't know much. The mental deterioration that prolonged life as a lycanthrope causes could explain the aggressiveness, but not the organization. I recently made contact with some sort of ally. They sometimes try to get me to join with them. They're always boasting about the powerful friends they've made. They won't give any details. They know better than actually trust me. You're seeking a cure. Any way I could help? Would you really be interested in helping me? Yeah. If you help me, I'll reward you with contents of that chest over there. I think I'm preparing to find them to be at least interesting, do whatever's profitable might be common sense for you. After all the time I've spent facing nothing but rejection and mistrust, well, let's just say I'm wondering if greed's a bad thing. If greed is always a bad thing, or at least if actions that are taken with dubious motives can't often have good results. I need your assistance gathering a few resources. It's dangerous for me to go to the surface. Even in human form, there are those who can recognize me for what I am. I know that cures for lycanthropy usually make use of the belladonna, so I'll need some of that. Not sure where you could find any. Also know used carelessly, belladonna is likely to cure me, so I'll need guidance on how to prepare it. Heard of a book called Defeating Lycanthropy or something like that. Not sure the exact title, should have the information. Not sure where you can find it. I'll need some alchemical equipment to repair the belladonna properly. Heard of a merchant who should have what I need, Blimfin, Nemquin, or something like that. Alright. Now, belladonna's an herb, likely in the hands of that druid ranger guy in the merchant district. I know Blimfin, of course, and there's a bookstore that'll likely have any books that he's looking for. Oh yeah. Now can't identify it. Wand of Lightning. Races of focus, combat casting, concentration, and discipline. Yeah, they're neat. Not as valuable to me as I would like, though. Yeah, we've killed quite a few wererats so far. They really haven't fared all that well. Blessings of Tyr be upon you. How may I be of service? Good report on the party you dispatched into the sewers. Found them battle with a horde of wererats, was able to offer some assistance. They have decided they will need to rest and regroup before making additional forays. It's good as becoming word we'd underestimate the strength of the foe. Here's your reward, 350 gold. Nice. I should probably go sell things to that, to the druid guy. I don't know if he gave me better prices on everything, or just a discount when I persuaded him, or if that was a one-time thing. But normally, selling things to like races and classes, in my experience with most NWNEE, has gotten better results. Should have thrown my holy water on the shadows. Wouldn't have made a big difference, but honestly, I might have killed him faster with it. Okay, let's go to the noble estates first. I'll make contact with that guy. There he is, Lamash Kassat. And I can report to Waladi, get some rest before heading back out. I think I can do some more reading and training too. I might want to hold off on the reading though. I don't know exactly how much time is going to pass, and I need to get to the temple when it's nighttime. And a certificate of approval, 350 gold. So I made 50 gold out of all that because I had to pay 300 to that guy. If you're still looking for work, not too busy with anything else, might know of another job, more of a suitable be work more suitable for barbarian than fetch and carry jobs such as you just did. What's the job? I'm actually acting as the agent of another here, seeking the help of a friend of mine, Namal Sarakin, captain of the ship, the Shining Searcher, in port. On his travels, uncovered something interesting, a magical artifact, something worthy of attention. Looking for someone who is adventurous sort to help with some matters concerning it. Need to speak to him for the details. Find him on a ship at the docks. That's where you should go. You only need to introduce yourself, mention my name, already spoken about you, suggesting you might be of assistance. Alright. And Saman's, honestly, he's not even that slimy of a merchant. He's clearly a merchant, he's in it for money, but he's pretty easy to deal with, I gotta be honest. Knock on the doors on the other side, calls out. I'm the barbarian, like to speak to you about Aladar Hallison. Heard about him disappearing, don't want anything more to do with him. Not going to be saying anything more about the Twisted Rune. Worry about hypothetical danger from the Twisted Rune to the real and immediate danger of me. You're a barbarian looking at what happened at Aladar. Don't know what I can tell you. I was an acquaintance. Knew he was interested in finding anything he could about the rune. I know next to nothing myself, but one time I was in this tavern, heard one of the sailors telling some story about how he'd found one of their lairs. Most likely just a wild tear. I mentioned it to Aladar. Went off in case there was something to it. That's the last I saw him. Wouldn't have thought it was anything either, except that Aladar disappeared. What tavern was this? You know the sailor? It was the Kraken's Belly Tavern. His shipmates called the sailor Kalanu Umal, was his full name. Alright. While I'm here, I'll make sure there's no one unsavory in your house. Or dangerous in your garbage bins. I'll get to the docks eventually. When I do, I can continue that quest. In the meantime, I need to head back to the Galadar estate. I suppose I could read for a couple of hours, head over to the temple, check it out. I don't know if reading will catapult me past nighttime either, and I don't know how many hours, or sleeping will catapult me past nighttime. I don't know how many hours the reading actually is, but I think sleeping is 8. Right now, that'd get me to midnight, and I think that'd be plenty of time. I don't know when sunup and sundown are in this, because generally it doesn't matter. This is like the one quest in all of Neverwinter Nights I've ever played that requires a specific time. Which is annoying, because it's not a game built around specific times. I guess I could tell her. A bit of a snag. He won't work for money, only if I bring something value to research. Yeah, why must everything be so complicated? What does he want? You most interested in any sort of written record from Dark Kalimport. Heard there's an extensive set of ruins beneath this very spot. Might want to check the sewers around here. Hour 20. So that's 8 o'clock. So it'd be 4 in the morning when I get up. I'm gonna here. I'll save over my backup save. I can reload it if timing's off. I'll go train while I'm down here. Hour 4. Okay, so yeah, that's 8 hours. It's 4 in the morning then. Sunup will probably be pretty soon. I'm gonna run over, talk to Hamad real quick. And then I should be able to use the map to go straight there. All I have to do is be there by night. I've delivered the letter to Lieutenant Zainam. He's going to discreetly investigate. That matter's in capable hands. Trust in due course he'll find something for us. Little bonus. When I was hiring you, you mentioned you had been in contact with powerful entities in the plane of air who were interested in protecting Zerala. Apparently also stemming from an extraplanar... from some mysterious threat. Stemming from an extraplanar source. I have no idea why planar power would be interested, but if they are, it's a matter of merits to investigate. I've contacted a friend of mine, a mage by the name of Radazal Fasif, who asked him to make some inquiries among the planar entities able to summon. It's exactly what you're going to find out. He wishes to speak with you personally before proceeding further with this investigation. You could tell him what you experienced. That's where I'm assigning you next. He's a follower of Tyr, can be found at the Temple of Tyr in the Temple District. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like my Weapon Master did not do that quest. I think because my Weapon Master was evil. Very, very, very evil. I think he just skipped over sending him to the temple. But I can't remember. Okay, so it is nighttime. I'm gonna have to leave like right after this, but I want to get this over with while I have a chance. Hide and wait. You're doing. No sooner does the mysterious figure become aware of your presence than he turns and runs away. Spotted some tracks? Where? Where are they? Ah. See a man in dark clothes. What's this about? He's a vandal harassed on Temple of Tyr. I'm trying to catch him. You both seem like suspicious types to me. How do I know you're not trying to murder this guy? Theory is I might be a murderer. If that's the case, do you really want to upset me? I have no idea what you're going on about. What's going on between you and this guy, but I don't think you're crazy enough to attack me in the middle of a public street. Despite the fact he refuses to answer you, his eyes dart towards the southernmost passage leading east from here, confident he's thus inadvertently revealed a path. Note the tracks of a running man have been left on the ground, likely they are from the object of your pursuit. Indicate he took the path south. Yeah, there's a number of different methods you can use to figure out where this guy is. You can also, if it really comes down to it, luck your way into it. I'm in the middle of a hot pursuit, but give me just a second here. Yeah, not even a garbage barrel. You people can't even afford trash. Okay. And you're pursuing, dart into the other end. Ooh, they're monks. Consuming order, or consuming fire monks. I'm gonna go with probably. That one's using commas, also monk weapons. He's not even gonna kill me with those things, he's just gonna be annoying. Fire fingers. Note was found in the possession of someone involved in vandalizing the temple. Temples are an important element contributing to societal cohesion, and if large and long established, inevitably possess both popular influence and at least some measure of political power. Thus, they're one of the bulwarks of the corrupt society we seek to bring down. Despite their claims to be ameliorating its evils, your task in a larger war against the religions of the city is to disrupt the building of the new Temple of NWNEE with stealthy acts of vandalism. In due course, we will plant evidence the Temple of Shar is responsible. If the Seleucids do not jump to that conclusion on their own. Others of our organization will soon be undertaking similar activities targeting the Temple of Tyr and arrange the followers of Talos to take the blame. Once we get the temples fighting each other, we may hope they will do much of our work of destruction for us. At the least, once their fighting makes them a source of civil discord rather than harmony, temples will be discredited in the eyes of both the people and the city authorities. Letter is not signed. There seems to be nothing indicating who the writer is. Definitely the consuming fire. Very in character for them. Temple warehouse. Alright. Well, not a whole lot of interesting stuff here. The guy's not very helpful. I think I already looted this trash can. Yeah, I did. I'll hopefully never have to return to this cramped little nightmare. Eliminated the Vandals, found a paper on them suggesting they were part of a large organization. Was it the Temple of Shar? No, they appear to be hostile to all the temples. Don't know what's going on here. Sounds sinister. I'll turn this information to the City Watch. Perhaps they can find out something. At any rate, you've done very well. We should not be further troubled. Please accept this gold as a token. Thanks. Yeah, can't even buy things from them. I'm gonna head over to Scholar's Corner. Drop by the bookstore, grab what I need. I already delivered the poetry, right? I have not. I need to do that while I'm over there. Okay. Guide to Magical Scrying. Defeating the Lycanthropic Curse. That'd be it. I'm pretty sure he's a ranger, or just a druid. Okay, so yeah, I always do get a discount. Don't know if that translates to more money for selling things, but might as well. And the market is noisy. Okay. Dexterity and hide, so those don't actually give you any protection. You don't have any druid special armor either, sadly. Constitution and armor. Yeah. forgot to even grab the belladonna. There it is.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's what I said. Oh, that's all you got.
Bloomfin looks over the list you gave him. Mostly sell the results of my own alchemy, not the equipment I use, but I do have some extra beakers and vials lying around. I can tell you what's on the list. 200 gold. So all in all, I've paid up around between 400 and 500, I think, for all the supplies so far. Might as well meet with that guy as long as I'm here. Yeah, there he is. Would you be sent Pasha Galadar? Yes. Told you to be coming here. Understand you got some interesting experiences with some planar entities. I'd like to hear in your own words what happens. Sounds like there's some sort of fire-based planar faction out to kill Zarala, and an air-based one out to protect her. Hard to see why either would care. In any case, now that I have your story, I'll make inquiries among some of the planar contacts. Probably be best if you were to observe, report back to Galadar about whatever we find. I'll summon a creature from the plane of fire. Summon me again, mage. What task do you have this time? No task today, fixes Rick. Just answers to a few questions. Who in your plane would want her dead? I cannot say. The lords of this plane have not been concerned with your part of the prime for many centuries, as you reckon time. If there's some faction that feels differently, I do not know of it. Are you sure that's all you know? Could you not at least hazard a guess? Some of those who fought in Memnon's army are still among us. It may be that some of them still retain some connection to your land or an interest in it, but that is no more than guesswork. I have heard no certain word of such a thing. I might not hear, of course, even if some word were about. Events on your own plane may seem important to you, but many of us here would pay little attention. We have problems of our own. For example, a rogue demon has recently been causing trouble, trying to seize and pervert powers of flame. A far more important matter than some assassination on the prime, I can assure you. Hope you might know more. Perhaps you might make some inquiries and see if any information can be found about these matters. For now, I shall look elsewhere. That was disappointing, though not entirely surprising. It often takes time for inquiries among the plane to yield fruit. Next, I'll attempt to summon a dead into the plane of air to see if there's anything relevant. Maybe you can help me. I'm a fire genocide, as you may have noticed, and sometimes creatures of air react negatively to that heritage. I suggest that for this summoning it may save some time and trouble if I conceal myself. Alright. Air method. What do you want? A little information. No asking a question about such things can attract unwanted attention. You would do well to stop doing so. I can handle the attention. Very well, I shall reveal a little. There are those on the planes who can read and follow the interweaving of fates and destinies. Destinies of power, fated to cause much trouble among the planes, has been seen, and much fear it has caused. What also seen was the destiny of this Zarala you're concerned with. To intersect the other fate potentially nullifies it. Thus, there are those who seek to protect her, hoping that by doing so they will in due course protect themselves. Not be wise to do so. No doubt you think our conversation cannot be overheard. Like most primes, you're thinking in physical terms. Just as there are those who can see fates unfold, there are those who will take note of the passage of information that may affect fate. We've learned all we can. Not certain how best to proceed with further inquiry into this matter. In any case, we'll need to rest before doing any more summonings. You may report back. Just get experience for telling him I liked watching the summoning. Which is really weird, because I don't have any spellcraft, right? Yeah, my spellcraft is 0, so I guess if you're just a magic user, you get that option. Okay. Not extremely exciting missions for Galadar, but they pick up. I've got it, where's that? Here's the belladonna. There's the book. Which one of these is worth XP? Obtain the equipment. Give me a minute to get this stuff set up. There we have it, my own private alchemical lab. I will need to prepare it. We've now assembled everything. I'll need to concoct a cure. What's more, here underneath the Temple of Tyr is probably the best to proceed. Any curse, including I hope lycanthropy, should be weaker on holy ground. Time to get started. I shall do so. May aid us. What? Gurzak prepares a concoction using the belladonna and ingests it. He transforms from his rat-like appearance into what is to all appearances a normal human. Worked, I'm cured. Couldn't have done it without your help. Take this key, it'll open the chest. I need to go try to rejoin society that isn't made up of insane monsters. Good for him. Money, not enough. That would be. Thanks, scrolls. I'm thinking at this point as well, I can go check out that hidden treasure in the sewers. I've done a couple of quests. I'm decently powerful, and I'd like some more money. Hey guys, what's going on here? Tell me anything about this section. Rat warns you to be careful. This one can occasionally encounter dangers, foul-smelling creatures. From the rat's description, the creature it's referring to is some sort of undead. They're undead, I'll have to be careful. The rat does know of a path into the sealed room, but larger creatures could not. From the last description of the area beyond, you learn there is a lever on the other side that might open the door. I can get the rat to do it. That's nice of them. Those are piles of bones. Okay, well, I figure then, as long as I'm going to be fighting undead, let me see what the numbers actually are on this. So they drop by 1, but they go up because it's against undead and gets me some, maybe not extra damage, but it's blunt as well, so it'll be doing solid damage. I should have put up my protections. .26 AC. It's not great, but it's not bad. Hi guys. Do I have to fight all of you at once? Yes, I do. Well, maybe I can bottleneck them in here. Keep all of them from getting at me at the same time. At least cleave is not weapon specific. Ow. They do hit hard, though. Skeletal sentinels are rough. Most undead at this stage aren't that bad, but these things are kind of like armored skeletons from Icewind Dale. That's a +3 one. I might as well use it. I didn't stock up on any healing either. I forgot. That doesn't look good. Well, undead are an affront to nature itself, so I intend to purge this place. Also, I think I should switch out Flame Lash for something else. I'm not sure which one, though. I suppose I could take a Restoration or something. Apparently druids don't get a ton of great magic at low levels. Ow. A lot of treasure over there. Oh, right. I just forgot. The reason Barkskin wears off so fast is because I'm only a level 3 druid. Oh, boy. Feeding time. Dexterity failure, you fall clumsily, injuring yourself. Suddenly find yourself falling. So that was not an exit. Well, let's see how effective this is. Useless. Pretty funny when my cleric fell in here. He landed, immediately turned. All of them bolted to the corners of the room, except for a couple that died. Except this ghast, I think, which he proceeded to go maul. That cleric is my the strongest character in Swordflight left, which is no surprise. Like I've said before, anyone who's seen my so does this really only deal 1 damage? Anyone who's seen my regular playthrough. Well, it says 2d4, so I just rolled really, really, really poorly. How did 7 guys only get a 1? Oh, maybe it's a flat amount. No, that's not even possible. If it's 2d4 minimum, it's 2 damage. They don't have any resistance to divine. What? I'm not even gonna... Yeah, you can go away. Well, let's hope that I don't get caught unawares like that again. As it looks like a good number of people already have. Finding plenty of magic. Ow. Yeah, I should probably throw one of these undead wards on. I have a small handful of them. Who knows what other traps and undead monsters are going to be around that that'll help with. Now it's like I'm back in the ruins, having to go deeper to go up. Sneaky ghoul. Oh, secret door. Ooh, death attack. I think that means I'm dealing with assassins here. I thought I did good noticing that one. Apparently I had a pretty good probability to notice one, because there's a bunch of them. Alright. Should be the end of your death attacks. better act fast, Mage. All your backup is gone. Unfortunate for you. Good thing I'm rolling real well, because that's a pretty tough disease to overcome. What is in here? Path upwards. Loot? I will take it. That one's also locked. I think that's an amulet of toughness, which means I can test whether bark skin works with natural defense bonuses or not. And that's a Ring of the Royal Will. That's some good loot. Not lootable. Because, oh, those aren't even zombies. Okay, whites aren't the worst, but they're pretty bad. So is this only like 3 rounds plus 1 round every 2 levels, so that only lasts 4 rounds. Okay, they're not very good at hitting though. And I leveled up again. Up as a druid this time. Wisdom. I need to get wisdom to 18 at least. Animal empathy, concentration. Oh yeah, this again. Resist nature's lure. +2 insight bonus on saving throws against fear spells and effects. Cool. Sleep actually is useful now, I forgot about that one. 2 more here. Well, 1 more here, I guess. Okay, I'm going to take that and try it on the next hostile person that I see. That way I can know what it means by improve my reputation by 50%. Okay, so we have 2 diverging paths. Let me check what's up top here before going down the other one. Okay, so this is the treasure. Now let's see what we got. Oh, that's a sarcophagus. So whoever's in charge here is probably in there. That's a pretty decent chunk of treasure. There we are. Cool, Lord. Can the Sentinel not see me or something? That was weird. Okay. So the one in charge is dead. Man, I've been doing really good against these heals. Or against these diseases. Chests have been magically warded and sealed, leaving no obvious means by which it can be accessed. Someone with knowledge of the arcane might be a way to terminate with a spell. Something from the school of necromancy. Oh, you're unable to narrow it down. I can't do much with necromancy anyway. Purely mechanical, someone could pick it. No way to get through that. Oh well. Not gonna step near that door again. I don't trust that at all. So clearly that's all illusory, and that's not a real door. But we still don't have a way out. So let's check down the other path. With the Lord of the place dead, you would hope the other undead would just... I knew I should have kept that thing on. I didn't choose to remove it, I guess. You would hope that the other undead would just kind of surrender, or cease existing. But of course that'd be too good to be true. So I think they have to roll a 13 or better to hit me right now. So there's likely, yep, secret door. Alright. Well, that was profitable. I won't know exactly to what extent until I make it out of here. Let's go to the market. I gotta sell some stuff here anyway and resupply myself. As long as I'm here. Oh yeah, I can drink that. Okay. Lesser Shield of Dawn, so it's +2 versus undead. Just a +1 light shield regularly. Cure moderate wounds, 1 use a day. Mace of Disruption. +3 versus undead, 1d4 divine damage to them. Damage resistance against negative energy and a +2 mace. That's a nice mace. I would love that thing for most classes. Staff of Disruption, +3 deflection modifier on your armor versus undead. It's +3 versus and +2 in general. Also nice. Armor of Toughness, or Amulet of Toughness. Ring of the Royal Will. Yeah, I knew both of those. Valeran's Morning Star. This is actually an important one. If you notice down here, so it's made by an elven smith. Valeran was known for mountain magical gems, which would significantly enhance their powers. Unfortunately, though this weapon has a socket for a gem, it is empty. The gem must have fallen out. If one of his gems were to be found, it could be used to make the weapon more powerful. There's a couple weapons, and they just say Valeran's, whatever they are. And there are some of those upgrade gems in this module. It took me a while to figure out where any of those things were, but that is one of them. I don't know that I'll ever use it, but I'll keep it around just in case. A wand, was there any other wands or anything? No, it doesn't look like it, okay. This gives me deflection, yeah. So let's see. Nope. Bark skin counters it, so... If I choose to get a holy symbol, the only benefit I'm getting out of it is spell slots, which I would have to question whether I really need them. I certainly don't need more level 1 or 2 spell slots. They're not that great, I gotta be honest. And I've kind of managed to subsidize most of the spells that I would need, like Bull Strength. And Bark Skin, if I really need it to last for a really long time. I have it. I mean, I guess that's only for 3. I can also get potions if it's that big a deal to me, though. I think that rusted mace is worth more than a regular mace. $780. I'm gonna hang on to the diamond. Just in here, you never know what they're used for. Oftentimes they're reagents. $2,000, $14,000, $6,000. $759 for the amulet, $948 for the ring. These are some nice bonuses. Those gems are worth a ton. Simon's letter. I don't think I need that anymore. Okay. So you got anything else that I want then? Don't need balanced hands, dexterity. Doesn't look like it. Cloak of protection. So which one's that? That's deflection. This is dodge. That's right. So I could take a Ring of the Royal Will if I wanted to. Dexterity and hide. I could just take better resistance, though, if I wanted it. Honestly, well... Oh, that's protection, not resistance, right. I could take that longbow if I have enough leftover money as well. Let me buy all 3 of these from you. Call Lightning and Ice Storm. 40 grand for that thing. I don't think so. So that's a lesser Rod of the Wilderness. Awaken? I don't know what that is. Greater Magic Fang. And they're all cast at higher levels too, so they last longer. Okay, I'm going to check in with all these merchants, see if they've got anything I really want now, because I have some money to play around with. Cloak of Resistance, Cloak of Protection. Right, she didn't have much of anything that was really all that interesting. He has Premonitionary Boots. Oh, that thing. I do want that. The spell resistance is handy, but, yeah, so it gives me 8 extra hit points right now. That'll go up significantly more as time goes on. And extra strength, which is super handy. Mantle of Wisdom. Deflection and Wisdom. Also nice. I think I'll probably use that. Eberron's Flail. +2 massive critical spell resistance and a damage buff. Tropic Shield, Mage Armor, and Shield. Other than that, it's just a +2 one. Oh yeah, I think I sold him. No, I didn't sell him that thing. I don't know where he got that. +2 acid damage. Improved Boots of the Sun Soul. Oh, extra dexterity. That's pretty neat. Okay, so I don't need anything else from you. Could get another ring, a better ring of resistance. But honestly, I think I want to figure out what I want instead of that. Because I can use a different ring. Same thing with my necklace. I have free slots on those ones. So I need to put in some thought and effort, figure out what I want on those. See what you've got. You're not going to have a lot in most things. He has various resistance amulets. 20 damage off each attack. Yeah, if I had all of those, I could swap between them as needed. Those are about the only things he has that interest me. And when I have enough money, I'll probably buy those books and read them just for the little bit of XP. I would need enough money that I'm not going to spend on anything else, which I will likely have by the end of this module. So his Boots of Striding +2, but I like the ones I've got on now. Cloak of Fortification, that's deflection and saving throws universally, which is neat, but no. Gauntlets of Ogre Power, better than the lesser ones. I'll take one of these too. You never know when you might need it. That'll reduce things by 80%, which is pretty big. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the Noble Estates, report to Hamad. I guess I can do the training and reading again. Get some rest, and then I'll be ready to end it, I think. As far as what we're gonna do next, I think I'm just going to go to the docks and explore. I've done pretty much all the other stuff, except for the main quests. I haven't gone into Dark Kalimport at all. I'm not going to do that yet. But there's a number of things to do in the docks. That's another whole area to search out. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'll go to Hamad first. Describe the summonings. Not as enlightening as I might have hoped, but perhaps as much could be expected. Here's your bonus for that task. I have another mission for you. This one may be a bit more difficult. There's a Temple of Ilmatar ministering to the poor of the city, to which I make regular charitable contributions. Unfortunately, I've heard there's been a significant upsurge in violent criminal activity in the slums where the temple's found. Some group calling itself the Titan Gang is causing trouble. I think it'd be best if this month's contribution were to be delivered by a barbarian able to handle himself. Here's a package of 500 gold coins for you to deliver to the head priest, one Nasirak Kafar. That is not all, as I understand that the temple has been having a lot of troubles lately. That money alone will not be able to solve, as they are connected to the increased criminal activity I mentioned. Once you've arrived, put yourself at Nasarik's disposal, assist him in facing his difficulties, in such a manner as he sees fit. Report back to me when he's satisfied. I know him to be a good and wise man, understands your understands you are there as a barbarian, not a simple servant of the temple. I'm only avoid giving you more specific instructions because he'll understand better than me. Can I get a recommendation? Heard of their policies, rather silly I thought them. That's their property, so I suppose we can't really object. As far as providing a letter of recommendation, I would in principle be happy to do so. Keep in mind you haven't been working me for all that long. I don't know how worthy of a recommendation you actually are. I'm not saying you aren't, just that it'd be important for me to be honest and accurate. I don't think this is the time to do this. Ask me after you've completed a few more missions. I can write a better informed letter. Typical. Doesn't matter anyway. The guy said I need like 3, and I don't have another noble who's itching to write me charitable letters. Okay, so the slums is where I need to go for the next mission. I did have enough money. I could have gotten a better longbow. I barely use that longbow anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Alright. So this was a profitable episode. Got all kinds of good stuff. And am pretty well prepared, I think, for just about anything that could come at me at this stage. So next episode we'll be going to the docks then. We can meet with Waladi's guy. I can continue my search for Aladir. And find some seagull feathers and search the entire place, top to bottom. Make sure I'm not missing anything important there. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really need to talk about. Druid so far has been pretty underwhelming, but I'm thinking as that gets higher in levels and I get some better spells, things are really going to turn around. I might just look up this spell on the NWNEE wiki so I can figure out exactly what it does. If that's like a regular charm spell, I could turn enemies on each other, or at least keep them out of a fight, which could be handy. If it's not that, I don't know why I'd keep it. Alright, well, I'm going to end this one here then. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.